how should sort of like companies think about making sure that not only do they have data to sort of like build these AI systems, but they should be able to how should they be able to trust the data that they're using to make decisions?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kudzai. Let's break it down from the basic, and we'll work our way up. First is, where is the data already stored? That's the first question. And so if I'm trying to plan my strategy, I'm going to ask myself, do I trust the data where it's currently stored? Typically, what I find is that the answer to that question from most manufacturing operations is yes, they do. That's why it's being stored there. Right? These are databases that they've been running these applications on for 10 or 15 years. So it's not the data as it's stored that is a potential issue. Typically, it's the integration side where they've created 30 different data streams coming off of that database to feed other reporting applications, other BI tools, other cloud-based initiatives. Those are the nightmares. Those things break all the time. Version mismatch. All of a sudden, ports blocked here. There's been an IT patch over here. I can't do this anymore. Fred retired. No one knows how he wrote that Excel macro. Whatever it is, right? We fired that integrator, and they took their secrets with them. But it starts with, do I trust the data in its original source? And if the answer to that is no, then you've got to fix that. You've got to replace that piece so that you can trust it. So you validate it, you trust it, and you let the data sit there. So then if I trust that the data lives there, then I need to figure out one level of an integration layer that sits on top of all of those things that I can then trust that I have a solid connection to those databases, that I have the context and knowledge of those databases, and I have the ability to pull history from those databases when I need to. That's the architecture that still needs built by many manufacturers. This is not a UNS. This complements a UNS. Once that's built, and you don't have to build it all at once. Think of it as you expand on this architecture based on use cases. Then the question is, do I trust the agent to interact with this system? And the answer to that is never. We don't trust agents, right? We use agents as a searchlight. Agents show us where to look. Agents bring things to the surface that the agent thinks would be valuable to what it knows of us and our organization. And then we take the time as decision makers to inspect the agent recommendation and then make a decision. It's just another data point. It's not part of my control process, right? And I think that's anybody right now that's saying anything otherwise is out over their skis. They're just, I'm not saying that that's not future state, but I'm saying even if I have trusted, validated systems, even if I've built that information layer architecture, I'm still not trusting the agent to make a decision. I'm just validating what the agent's recommending.